Stop everything. The person who gave you life is standing at the gates of eternity right now, calling your name. This is not a coincidence. It is a celestial appointment. Archangel Michael has paused the clocks of heaven just so you could hear this. If you felt a strange presence in your room or a sudden warmth on your skin, your mother is trying to save you from a hidden danger. Watch this until the very last second, or the message meant for your protection will vanish forever. Type Amen to lock in your blessing and subscribe to join this sacred circle of light. The awakening of the veil. The air you breathe at this very moment is not the same as it was yesterday. Can you feel the subtle vibration in the atmosphere? Since the sunset of yesterday, the boundary between the physical world and the luminous realm of spirits has become paper thin. Archangel Michael, the commander of the heavenly hosts, declares that you are standing on holy ground. Your mother, the woman whose heart first beat for yours, has been interceding on your behalf before the throne of the Creator. She has been attempting to reach your subconscious mind through the whispers of the wind and the flickering of the light. She wants you to understand that your arrival at this video was preordained by a divine script written in the stars. Not a minute before, not a second after. You are here because the frequency of your grief has finally matched the frequency of her grace. Type Amen to awaken your spirit. Tell us, have you seen a sign today? The urgent warning of the envious spirit. Your mother's gaze from heaven is clearer than it ever was on earth. She sees the people you trust, and she sees the hearts you cannot read. Archangel Michael reveals a sobering truth. While you seek peace, there is a person in your immediate circle who wears a mask of loyalty but hides a spirit of deep-seated envy. Your mother has seen this person's secret thoughts, thoughts of sabotage and hidden joy at your struggles. This individual has been trying to block the spiritual inheritance that is flowing toward you. They smile in your presence, but in their heart, they wish for your light to dim. Your mother is whispering their name to your intuition right now. Trust that sudden feeling of unease you get when they walk into the room. Trust the chills that are not from the cold, but from the warning of your guardian angels. She says, I am your shield even from the other side. Do not let their stained spirit touch your destiny. Type Amen 777 for divine protection. Subscribe to stay guarded. The mystery of the 3:30 a.m. visitation. Why have you been waking up in the middle of the night? Your mother wants you to know that the witching hour of 3:30 a.m. is actually the healing hour for your soul. When the world is silent and the noise of human ego is asleep, she comes to your bedside. She stands there in a robe of woven light, watching over your breath, smoothing the invisible wrinkles of worry on your forehead. If you wake up suddenly at this time, do not reach for your phone. Reach for the silence. In that stillness, she is whispering the solutions to the problems that kept you awake until midnight. She is placing white feathers in your path, on your car's windshield, in your hallway, or even in your dreams. Each feather is a letter from heaven saying, I have not forgotten you. The restoration of the rightful heir. Archangel Michael brings forth a scroll of justice. Your mother has petitioned the high courts of heaven regarding your finances. She remembers the year 1933, a time of ancestral significance, and she knows the rules that were broken by those who came after her. There is a letter, a physical or digital document that is currently moving through human hands. Inside this letter is the key to a breakthrough you stopped praying for. It concerns a legacy, a piece of property, or a financial settlement that was hidden from you. Someone tried to rewrite the narrative of your life to exclude you from your rightful wealth. But your mother says the truth is a lion. It does not need to be defended, only released. The truth is returning to your hands. You are the rightful heir of her legacy and her light. The healing of the physical body. You have been carrying a heaviness in your chest, a pressure that feels like a physical weight. You have been exhausted, your bones aching with a fatigue that no amount of sleep can cure. Your mother knows this is not just a medical issue, it is the physical manifestation of spiritual warfare. You have been fighting battles for everyone else, leaving your own temple unguarded. Tonight, she is sending a surge of celestial energy into your room. As you sleep, you will feel a localized warmth, as if a heating pad has been placed on the part of your body that hurts the most. That is the laying of hands from the spirit realm. She is pulling the toxins of stress and the shadows of trauma out of your nervous system. By tomorrow morning, you will rise with a lightness you haven't felt in a decade. The failed love and the divine replacement. She saw you cry when that love walked out the door. She watched the silence of the phone and the emptiness of the bed break your spirit. Your mother wants you to know that she was the one who allowed that door to close. She saw the careless user in that person's heart, the way they would have eventually destroyed your divine purpose. But listen, the void is being filled. She has already met the soul of the person who is coming next. From the realms of light, she has approved this connection. This person will not only love you, but will honor the memory of the woman who raised you. The delays were not a punishment, they were a preparation. You were being polished into the diamond that this new person is worthy of holding. The 7-day miracle countdown. Your mother and Archangel Michael have set a timer on your current struggles. Starting from this very moment, watch the next 7 days with the eyes of a hawk. Day 1 to 2. You will receive a sign through nature, a bird, a specific scent of her perfume, or a song on the radio. Day 3 to 4. A secret will be revealed. Someone who has lied to you will trip over their own words. Day 5 to 6. An unexpected financial shift will occur, a small seed of the larger harvest to come. Day 7. A sense of profound peace will settle in your home, signaling that the spiritual battle has been won. She says, watch the birds near your window. They are my messengers. When you see one linger longer than usual, know that I am winking at you from the stars. The mirror and the power of voice. Tonight, she wants you to perform a sacred act of reclamation. Stand before your mirror, look into your own eyes, and speak your own name. She says you have spent too long being that person who shrinks for the comfort of others. She wants you to declare, I am a child of the highest light. I am the legacy of a warrior. I am rising. Every word you speak will be echoed by 1,000 angels. The flicker of the light in your room is her applause. She is proud of how you survived the fire. She is proud that you didn't become bitter when the world was cold. Action. Type Amen 888 to show your strength. Subscribe to the channel. The legacy of the voice. Your mother reveals that your pain was actually your training ground. You are destined to speak for those who have no voice. Whether it is through art, through writing, or through simple acts of kindness, you carry a frequency that heals others. Don't be afraid to shine, she whispers. I didn't give you life so you could live in the shadows. You carry my DNA, and my DNA was made of stardust and lightning. She is removing the spirit of fatigue and doubt from your path. You are being recoded for success. The closing blessing. As this message concludes, Your mother reaches out one final time. She isn't leaving, she's just moving into the background of your day to day life to act as your invisible advocate. She says, I am in your smile. I am in your resilience. I am the reason you keep going when everything says stop. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, guarding the entrance to your heart. No weapon formed against you shall prosper from this moment forward. The gates of heaven are open. The miracle is in motion. Your mother wants you to look back at the timeline of your bloodline. The year 1933 carries a heavy spiritual frequency. It was a time of immense struggle, but also of immense character building for those who came before you. She says that the seeds of your current resilience were planted during that era. There was a secret sacrifice made by a matriarch in your family during those years of prayer for the unborn generations that is only now being answered through you. You are not just a person living in the modern world. You are the fulfillment of an ancient contract. Someone in 1933 prayed that their descendants would never have to experience the hunger of the soul that they felt. Your mother is now the administrator of that prayer. She's ensuring that the storehouses of heaven are open for you. If you have been feeling like a black sheep or an outsider, it is because you were chosen to be the one who carries the torch out of the cave of ancestral poverty. The shield of 1944, the warrior mother. She speaks now of 1944, a year of war, of division, and of fierce protection. Your mother says that she has adopted the warrior spirit of that era to fight for you in the unseen realms. While you were sleeping last night, she was standing at the perimeter of your home with a sword of blue flame. She saw a specific person, someone you consider a distant acquaintance, but who has been monitoring your life with ill intent, attempting to cast a shadow over your reputation. They spoke ill of you in a meeting or a social gathering, hoping to pull you down. But your mother says, I have silenced the tongues of the mockers. Their words will now fall like dry leaves and be blown away by the wind. By the time you wake up tomorrow, the people they tried to influence will suddenly feel a strange urge to support you instead. This is her divine reversal. The frequency of 1966 is one of revolution and breaking free from the old ways. Your mother says that in the year 1966, a certain cycle of silence was born in your family, a habit of hiding pain and swallowing the truth to keep the peace. She says, I'm giving you the permission I never had. Break the silence. You have been carrying a secret about something that happened to you, perhaps recently, perhaps long ago, that makes you feel small. She knows what they did to you. She knows who took advantage of your kindness when you were at your lowest. In the spirit realm, she is currently confronting those energies. You will feel a sudden pop in your chest today, a release of pressure that is the chain of 1966 finally snapping. You are free to speak your truth without fear of judgment. The 1999 transition, the final promise, September 1999 stands as a pillar in your spiritual history, whether it was a year of loss, a year of birth, or a year of a major move. It marked the passing of the torch. Your mother says that since that time, she has been meticulously preparing the mansion of your future. She knows about the failed love that haunted you after 1999, the one that left you wondering if you were unlovable. She laughs, a soft, heavenly laugh at that thought. How could the masterpiece be unlovable? She asks. She is orchestrating a meeting with a soul who carries the 1999 frequency, someone who understands the depth of your history without you having to say a word. This person is already in your vicinity. You will encounter them in a place where people gather for healing or learning. The artifacts of essence, the necklace and clothing. Your mother is pointing to something physical in your house. Is it an old necklace? A piece of clothing that still holds a faint scent of the past? A piece of jewelry with a missing stone? She says, I have imprinted my aura onto that object. When you feel lonely, she wants you to hold that item against your heart. Close your eyes and breathe in deeply. You will feel a sudden static electricity or a warmth radiating from the object. This is not your imagination. It is a quantum bridge. She uses that object as a grounding point to enter your physical space. If you suddenly remember a scent from your childhood home, maybe fresh bread or a specific flower or a vintage perfume that is her scent signature, it means she is literally standing within 3 feet of you. Type Amen if you feel her near you right now. Subscribe for more science. The deception of the kind face. Let us speak more deeply about the warning. There is a person in your life, possibly a woman with a soft voice or a man who offers unsolicited advice, who is currently acting as a spiritual parasite. They feed on your grief energy. They pretend to be your shoulder to cry on, but they secretly use your vulnerabilities as gossip to elevate their own status. Your mother says, watch their eyes when you tell them good news. If they blink rapidly or immediately change the subject to their own problems, they are the one. She is moving them out of your life. Do not chase them when they become busy or distant. Their distance is the answer to your mother's prayer for your protection. She is clearing the inner circle so that the divine connections have room to sit at your table. The dreams of the great waters. Have you been dreaming of water lately? Vast oceans, rising tides, or perhaps a gentle rain? Your mother says this is the cleansing of the subconscious. The water represents the emotional body. If the water was turbulent, it means you are purging the trauma of the silent years. If the water was calm, it means your blessing tide is coming in. She says to watch for a dream where she is standing on the other side of a river. She will be wearing white or a soft, glowing yellow. She will point to something in the water. That object is a symbol of the career path you should take. If it's a book, you must write. If it's a tool, you must build. If it's a light, you must lead. She is communicating through the universal language of symbols. The 2017 heartbreak, the final clearing. July 2017 was a crossroads. Your mother saw the way your heart was shattered during that season. She saw the careless user who walked away after taking your best years. She wants you to know that she has reclaimed those years for you. In the economy of heaven, nothing is lost. She is transferring the emotional interest from that pain into your joy account. This is why you will suddenly feel happy for no reason in the coming days. It is the refund of the soul. The person who hurt you in 2017 is currently experiencing a spiritual drought. They are realizing what they lost, but your mother has placed a wall of fire around you. They cannot return to disturb your peace. You have leveled up, and they no longer have the access code to your heart. Type Amen 2017 to reclaim your joy. Comment, I am unstoppable. The ritual of the white candle. Tonight, your mother asks for a small act of physical faith. Light a white candle. It doesn't have to be large. As the flame flickers, say her name 3 times, not in sadness, but in invitation. Say, Mother, I am ready to receive the legacy. I am ready to be the heir. I am ready to rise. She says that as the smoke rises, it carries your permission to the angelic realms. Archangel Michael will then release the financial angels assigned to your case. You will receive a random phone call or an accidental email within 48 hours of this ritual. That accident is actually the hand of goddess Nishi moving the pieces of the puzzle on your behalf. The I'm back declaration. This is your comeback season. Like the character who points to the I'm back sign, you are announcing to the spiritual and physical worlds that you are no longer the victim of your history. You are the architect of your future. Your mother says, I am proud of the way you held your head up when the crown was heavy. I am proud that you didn't let the shadow self of carelessness win. She is crowning you today with a diadem of clarity. You will no longer be confused about your purpose. You will no longer wonder if you are enough. You are the master strategist of your own life, and you have the advanced moves of heaven at your disposal. The 5 sacred rules of the spiritual strategist. Your mother points to a glowing list in the celestial halls, the 5 rules. She says that life on earth is a grand game of strategy, and most people lose because they don't know the hidden laws. Archangel Michael has permitted her to reveal these rules to you. Now, Rule 1, the law of the first thought. Your mother says that the first thought you have upon waking at 3:30 a.m. is a direct transmission from her. If it is a thought of a person, pray for them. If it is a thought of a business, build it. Rule 2, the law of silent observation. Your mother warns, do not reveal your full hand to those with kind faces, but envious shadows. Just like the strategist who gestures for silence, keep your biggest moves between you, her, and the angels until the fruit is ripe. Rule 3, the law of divine interest. While the world charges you interest on your mistakes, heaven operates on 0 interest. Your mother has wiped the slate clean. Every failure you've had is now converted into experience capital. Rule 4, the law of the shadow, self. You must acknowledge that person, the careless, wounded version of yourself, but you must not let him lead. Your mother says, gesture no to your past habits and point up to your future potential. Rule 5, the law of immediate Amen. When a blessing is announced, you must claim it with your voice and your spirit. This is why you must type Amen. It is the digital seal on a spiritual contract. The July 1971 frequency, the birth of legacy. Your mother speaks now of July 1971. This date carries the signature of the Creator for your specific lineage. She says that in 1971, a portal of creative freedom was opened for your family, but it was suppressed by fear and economic hardship. You are the 1971 child, she whispers, regardless of when you were born. You carry the vibe of that era, the need for truth, the desire for revolution, and the power of love. She is asking you to go back to a dream you had when you were young, a dream that felt too big or too silly. She has dusted it off and placed it back on your path. A reappearance of an old opportunity is coming next Tuesday. This is her 1971 gift to you. The zero interest breakthrough. Look at the image of the character pointing to zero interest. Your mother says this is a prophecy for your financial life. You have been paying spiritual interest on the debts of your ancestors, carrying their shame, their poverty, and their patterns. I have paid the debt, she declares. From this moment on, your success stacks will grow without the weight of the past. You are entering a season of pure profit. This means that for every hour of work you do, you will receive 10 hours of reward. This is kingdom mathematics. She is moving the gold coins in the background of your life, shifting them from the hands of the careless into the hands of the strategist. Type Amen to claim zero interest on your debts. Comment, I am debt free. The shadow in the room, the final confrontation. Your mother wants to talk about that person, the silhouette in the background of your life. We all have a careless version of ourselves, the one who procrastinates, the one who settles for less, the one who believes the lies of the enemy. She says, I saw you almost give up last night. I saw you look at that shadow and think it was the real you. But she's here to tell you that the shadow is only a reflection of the light behind you. The bigger the shadow, the brighter the light that is hitting you. She is teaching you advanced moves to step into the light so the shadow vanishes. Stop being that person who doubts. Start being the person who points up. The 2023 alignment, the current shift, February 2023 was the beginning of a spiritual winter for you. It felt cold, lonely, and like the heavens were made of brass. Your mother says, I used that winter to kill the parasites in your life. The people who left you in 2023 were winter people. They couldn't survive the summer that she's preparing for you now. Do not cry over the dead leaves of 2023. The spring of 2024 and 2025 is bringing a new garden. You will notice that your electronics might act strangely today. Clocks showing 1, 11, 2 to 22, or 4 to 44. These are the pings from the celestial GPS. She is recalibrating your location. You are being moved from the land of not enough to the land of more than enough. Type Amen 2023 to end the winter. Subscribe for the spring. The spiritual anatomy of the 3:30 a.m. wake-up call. Why does she wake you at 3:30 a.m.? She explains that at this hour, the ionosphere of the earth is most stable, and your pineal gland, the eye of your spirit, is most active. This is when she downloads the advanced strategy into your soul. If you wake up, feel the pressure in your chest, it is not anxiety, it is compression, like a diamond being formed. She is compressing your spirit so you can handle the weight of the gold she's about to give you. She says, check the corner of your room tonight. You might see a faint yellow or green glow. Do not be afraid. That is the security guard angel I have hired for you. The secret in the drawer, the physical sign, she mentions a specific drawer in your home, one that is cluttered or rarely opened. Inside, there's a piece of paper, an old photo, or a small object, perhaps a key or a coin, that belonged to a time when you were truly happy. She wants you to find it. That object is a talisman of your victory, she says. When you touch it, you will feel a spark. This spark will ignite your comeback. The I'm back energy is not just a phrase, it is a spiritual frequency. As soon as you find that object, the person who owes you money or an apology will feel a burning in their conscience. They will be forced to reach out to you. Type Amen if you will look for the sign. Comment, I find my miracle. The final promise of Goddess Nishi As the goddess of the night and the dawn, Nishi stands with your mother to ensure this message is sealed. The red, green, black contrast of your life, the blood of the struggle, red, the growth of the future, green, and the mystery of the unknown, black, is now in perfect balance. Your mother's final whisper for today is this: You are the necklace around my neck. You are the jewel in my crown. I have watched you survival, and now I will watch you reign. She is placing her hand on your head. Can you feel the warmth? Can you feel the weight of her love? It is a shield that no careless user can ever penetrate. The call to the voices. You are destined for advanced moves. You are no longer a careless user of your time. You are a divine strategist. Your mother says, Speak my name when you enter a room of strangers. I will be your introduction. She is arranging a meeting for you with a person of high influence. This person will look at you and see something different. They will see the light of your mother's love shining through your eyes. They will offer you a zero interest deal, an opportunity with no catch and no hidden agenda. This is the legacy of Goddess Nishi, the mystery of the sacred artifact, the necklace and the thread. Your mother points specifically to a piece of clothing or a necklace that you've held onto. She says, Do not look at it as an old relic. Look at it as a frequency anchor. She explains that when she was on earth, she poured her prayers into her possessions. That necklace you have, the one you sometimes touch when you're feeling lost, is a spiritual telephone. She says that tonight, if you place that object under your pillow, she will use it to bridge the gap between dimensions. You might feel a humming or a vibration in your sleep. This is her cleaning your aura. She is removing the stains of the careless user from your energy field. By the time you wake up, the object will feel heavier, as if it is charged with the gold of heaven. The divine strategy map, decoding the strategy icons. In the background of your life's game board, you see floating icons, coins, arrows, and shields. Your mother says these are not just decorations, they are the tools of the advanced strategist. The green upward arrow, this is the acceleration icon. She has activated this for your career. Things that used to take months will now happen in the blink of an eye. The golden shield, this is the privacy icon. She is hiding your moves from the envious woman and the lying man. They will look at your life and see a black screen while you are actually winning behind the scenes. The glowing credit meter. This represents your spiritual standing. Because you have followed the habits of the strategist, your heavenly credit is now at its peak. You can withdraw blessings whenever you need them, exposing the woman of two faces, the gossip. Your mother leans in close. She wants to talk about the woman who has been whispering your name in dark corners. This woman has used your grief as a way to make herself look holy or supportive, but in reality, she was mocking your pain. I saw her, your mother says. I saw her smile when you were crying. I saw her try to steal the blessing that was meant for your house. But your mother has made a move that this woman didn't expect. She has placed a mirror in front of this woman's life. Everything she wished for you is now returning to her. Watch her over the next 14 days. She will become quiet. She will avoid your gaze. That is her karma arriving. You don't have to fight. The goddess Nishi is handling the justice. Type Amen to release the gossip. Comment, My peace is protected. The man of deceit, breaking the false bond. There is a man, charming, silver-tongued, but hollow in spirit. He saw your light and tried to plug into it to power his own life. He lied about his intentions and he lied about his past. Your mother says, I am the one who tripped his feet. She saw the trap he was setting for your finances and your heart. She caused the glitch in his plan. He is now confused and frustrated because he can no longer manipulate you. She says, do not go back to that person. He is a shadow and you are the sun. Archangel Michael has officially barred this man's energy from your home. The pressure you felt in your chest when he was around, that was your mother's warning. Now that pressure is becoming power. Chapter 35, The $8,000 Reversal, from Loss to Legacy. Look at the image showing the plus $8,000 loss. Your mother says this was the enemy's calculation, but she has a new formula. She is taking every dollar you lost, whether through bad luck, theft, or careless moves, and she is multiplying it by the 7 gates of restoration. You are not $8,000 behind, she declares. You are $80,000 ahead in the spirit. She is orchestrating a random act of favor. A person you haven't seen in years will suddenly remember a debt they owe you. A bank will find an error in your favor. A project will suddenly go viral. This is the advanced move of the master strategist. The I'm Back manifesto, your new identity. When you see the character saying, I'm back, your mother wants you to realize this is your manifesto. You are returning to the version of yourself that existed before the world broke your heart. You are returning with more wisdom, more power, and more money. She says, the version of you that was that person, the victim, is dead. The version of you that is the strategist, the victor, is alive. She wants you to change the way you walk. Walk with your chin up. Point your finger toward the sky. When people ask how you're doing, do not tell them about your problems. Tell them, I am in my comeback season. Your words are the strategy icons that build your reality. The night watch of goddess Nishi, as the goddess of the night, Nishi is the one who holds the stars in place. While you sleep, your mother has partnered with this divine energy to ensure your dream life is protected. She says that from tonight, your dreams will no longer be chaotic. They will be cinematic. You have heard the voice of the eternal. You have received the secrets of the years. Now, do not let this energy dissipate. The portal is closing, but the blessing is permanent. Type Amen one last time to signify your total acceptance of this divine destiny. Subscribe to this channel right now because your 7-day miracle countdown starts at midnight tonight. Share this with one person who has lost their mother so they too can feel this embrace. Go in peace, for you are never, ever alone. Like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of heaven. Amen. Go now. Walk like a strategist. Act like a winner. For you are loved, you are protected, and you are finally home. Amen and amen.